Big Meech finally found some courage and he decided to get on stream and go at Wack 100.
Shout out Lil Dog. Everybody that's a part of the BMF family that kept it 1,000.
And guess what?
You didn't keep it 1,000. No shout out to you, bitch.
Look.
You bitches don't play in our street.
None. We ain't saying no names. For real though. Like y'all know what's going on.
Who you are.
The realest people,
Are you
y'all know.
government informant? Are you substantial assistance? Are you Wack 100 type bitch? Don't get no play in our ride. You feel me? And we ain't never worried about what you gonna do.
And we not apologizing.
Especially me.
There's no
If
apology.
you know anything about me, I ain't worried about what you gonna do.
Hey, listen, but I promise you this.
I didn't mention your name indirectly.
Hey,
I ain't worried about what you gonna do.
listen though. On some real
Man, these.
you have
That's what I'm telling you.
listen, you have
Listen, what I'm telling
there's
you.
no profit.
These
There's no profit.
that's on some hate and don't know what the they talking about. If you know what you're talking about, bring it to the table.
To the table.
Bring it to the table. If you know what you're talking about, if you got
For everybody. From listen, pause. From 2005. No, from 2005.
any type of information that's relevant, that's real,
Bring it. Bring it to the table.
if you don't,
There's
see me in the street.
no.
No, see me in the street. Just doing closed case files. That's what y'all doing. Y'all doing closed case files. Nah, this I'm saying this. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. When the police close the case, y'all open it. That's what y'all doing.
After Big Meech did that on his stream, Wack 100 got back at Big Meech on Instagram. And he said he don't know what's going on, but we've been running content on your name for years. And said BMF don't respect you. And he got at Lil Meech because he a rat as well.
Hey, listen, man, I don't know what's going on, but I see Meech. I don't know, out of nowhere, you know, we've been running content on you for years. You know, we all know you told on CUFFY. I got an exclusive interview coming from CUFFY. By the way, Meech, you've been home quite some time. Why haven't you mentioned CUFFY's name one time? You heard CUFFY directly call you a rat. World, tag Meech and say, why won't you address CUFFY, the one that say you ratted on and set him up? And in the meantime, Meech, listen, let me tell you what you got to do. It ain't his fault. When your daddy is a rat, most definitely your son gonna be a little mouse. Better tend to that little rat son you got over there. Yeah, he ain't no little boy. We didn't watch that tail 3-4 times. Tend to him. Now, you did this to yourself. So now, we're going to activate the exposers. We're going to get everything going. You did it to yourself, man. You did this to yourself, Meech. We all know you ain't like that. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. We ain't worrying about you. This ain't 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. BMF don't even respect you no more, man. No, they know you's a rat. I talk to them all the time. But in the meantime, between time, Meech, go over there, get some econ, and put it under your son's pillow, and let's rid this world of one less road.
Make sure you hit that like button so we can get back in that algorithm. I need a quick 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, I need a quick 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, I need a quick 1,000 likes. Hit that hype. Roll to 40,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. Turn on them notifications so you can be updated every time I drop. But Wack 100 wasn't done going at Big Meech. He continued to go at Big Meech and Lil Meech. And he talked about the fact that he never mentions CUFFY's name. And he said there's been a couple times he had to drop on Big Meech, and he ain't even know it.
We broke this down over 2 years ago, didn't we, bro?
Man, we ran all the paperwork. Listen, now I put him on Front Street. I don't know where it come from, because I ain't, you know, we ran work for the last couple years. But here go the thing.
Right.
He won't mention, why you won't mention CUFFY? Why you won't address CUFFY? CUFFY then told the world on Cam Capone and everywhere else, you was a rat, you set him up, you had to do a third-party cooperation to go move them birds for you, the Mexican you met in there.
Yeah, Felix Suarez.
Yeah, this was the play. This is when everybody was saying, dude finna get out early release back in 2018, 2019. that was that, but the cuff fed, so they pulled the deal off the table. So my thing is, listen, and I don't know why he doing this. We got the content on your son telling, boy, you did the wrong one. The streets been dry. Now I got to go ahead on and bear. I'm up for you, your son, everybody.
You gonna open the vault up?
No, we finna, bro. We
Cause
just
like
look
I
at them to talk about.
Bro, because like I said, we broke this down over 2 years ago. You brought Blue DaVinci on, and Blue DaVinci brought the call when he did the Cam Capone interview when Cuffy
I
talked
talked to
about.
Cuffy 10 times. His daughter, I had his daughter on my floor on the hunter side.
Right,
Cuffy
right, right.
daughter went to work. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know, bro. What's funny is that this one came from nowhere. Like, I don't know where this one came from. It's like he was a little tipsy and drunk, and it just had it on his mind. But we
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
talk about it now.
I could tell that was faded. You feel what I'm saying?
He had it on
Because
his
it went
mind.
into something he had never went into.
Yeah. He had it on his mind, but I mean, end of the day, Meech ain't never been one of them type of dudes, like no violent dude. He a hustler. He ain't one of them type of dudes. And I'm gonna run into him was crazy. He done been at my events 2 times and he don't even know he been at my events.
Right, right, right.
Like he don't even know where he be going. Like he don't know who buildings he be in and like that, right? So
You think?
I'm gonna run
See, this
into
is
him.
my thing. Like, do you think bro is out of touch?
Yeah, he's totally definitely way out of touch. He don't know, bro, he's in a new world to where he thought the boom was gonna happen, and it was set up because the 50 Cent push was there. They should have been on to the
Right,
next 2 seasons by now. Because remember, they ain't even got caught yet. They ain't even went to jail yet. It was like 2, 3
right,
more seasons in that story at least. Then roll over to a major movie. But when 50 cut the wad off and issued the threat with the Tammy Cowan, that he had a sit down tell all coming, and then he cut his son's wad off and kind of threw a monkey wrench in the program. Dude
right.
didn't live at 2 of my business partner spots because they was looking out for him.
Who you talking about? Big Meech?
Yeah, he didn't live at 2 of my business partner spots because they was looking out for him, bro. He don't even know. He just like when people like approaching, he don't know who he dealing with. Like it ain't his world no more. So he
Right,
don't know. He don't know that these people tied to these people that's tied to that, and that.
right.
So I've been hoping he get his, dang right, whatever he gonna do. Um, actually, this 2 days ago, one of my white business partners come to me and said, "Wack, could you help me with this Meech?" I said, "What?" He said, "He's trying to get back to doing the TV show." I'm like, "It ain't tied up with Tammy." He showed me his phone. Meech just texting. I finally got my rights back and released. We can move forward. Right?
Oh, so he
This
got it
just
back.
two
He got
days
it back
ago.
from Tammy.
He just got it back. Like, this just 2 days ago.
Okay.
Literally. This was Tuesday. Yeah, this was just Tuesday. And I told him, I said, well, I don't know. Stars did a hell of a job, but are y'all gonna just kind of start from Atlanta and move forward to him getting caught and his story going to jail? Because
What he
50
gonna try
did.
to pick the story up where 50 left off at?
I look. He didn't know that. He had no idea that 50 did all that work. He didn't know. These some white people that really ain't keeping up with it. They just got the bag, right?
Right,
So they didn't know. I'm like, yeah, 50 did like 4 or 5 seasons, bro. He did one hell of a job. So, but y'all can pick up from 2000, 3 or 4 on to him going to jail. Now, I don't know what y'all gonna do. What him going to jail, you can kind of go back into touching bases on how it got started because it goes to his son linking with 50 and 50 sending him to acting school and that's starting to now, right? You know what I mean? Old game with me just sitting down. I said, but his brother just did that with blowing money fast. Me sitting down, narrating his story. You can do that too. But once again, dude don't know who's who in the game right now.
right.
He don't. He just don't. When I seen it, because people been texting me like, yeah, Wack, you got to get back on Meech. I'm like, this niggas telling me to get on Meech for. I had no idea. I'm like, come out of no jumper and seen it.
So look, because I heard him playing
I
some
don't know where it came from.
no jumper audio. Was that lately or was that some old shit?
He did what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what you say?
Nah. What I was saying was that because I was hearing some old no, whether it was some no jumper audio where you was talking about Big Meech with Adam of his paperwork. I think that's what he was responding to.
Had to been old. That had to been like that's back when we was,
That was
we was
2 years
running
ago,
it up
right?
on it. Yeah, we ran it up on that no time ago.
Mm-hmm.
We covered that shit as Z. A
Right.
to Z. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody went over there. I don't know, bro. But he wanna have fun, we have fun. I don't think he ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't think it's his time. But I think he was a little lit and he was on the ring and
Right.
he dancing. But I ain't worrying about because I'm for sure going his son for sure gonna bite. That's
Right.
just gonna give us more content. I ain't tripping.
Or you think Lil Mitch gonna jump out there? Now this is the thing asking me. Like, that's like, do you think Big Meech still got some to go for him?
He definitely got some now to go for him, but them in place. I
Right,
talk to BMF all day, every day.
right.
They like, look, Wax, have these hold on each other. That hold, you know, see if it'll open the door, but it don't open no more doors.
Had Blue reached out?
Who? Nah, because
Blue.
remember we had the exposed Blue.
Yeah.
Remember, because remember I was
But I thought
defending
he came
Blue.
back after that.
No, I was defending Blue until it come with the work. They like Whack. I'm like, bro, ain't no work on Blue me. And it came with the work, and I called the with Baby Runner on the three-way because Baby Runner did the Fed time.
That's right. That's
I
right.
said, Baby Runner, I'm gonna call. I said, Baby Runner, what questions? He said, ask him these questions, Whack. I ain't gonna say nothing. And it was like 5 questions Baby Runner told me to ask him. And after I asked him, Baby Runner come on mute. He said, bro, you proffered. You told him. He said, you ain't go to no USP doing that. Oh. And at
Yeah,
that point, I
I
seen his
think
reaction.
I think Blue
Yeah, I
DaVinci
seen.
did something other than a profit. He did what was called.
No, he
He did some.
proffered. He proffered. He went in there and proffered.
I'm thinking. I know he proffered, but it was they categorized it in a different way. What the
Blue. He contact your attorney. He had a safety valve. Safety valve.
There you go, safety valve. That's what he had. He he had a safety valve. I knew it was a description.
Settlement agreement
Blue,
with the
take your
judge.
attorney
Settlement
and tell him to
meeting.
send you the minute. Send you the minute. Yeah, that
Basically,
too. There you go. That too.
yeah, he had a settlement agreement. So
Yeah.
Blue DaVinci did bad all the way around, but I think that you had already
Yeah,
spoken that because
yeah,
the
yeah.
next. Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't know. I asked him about it. Put it in front of me. He got mad. Wag, bro, listen. You told me you didn't proffer. You didn't none of that. And when they put it in front of me, I'm looking at it. What do
Yeah, I gotta look. I gotta address it.
you want me to do?
My biggest video today is where I broke down how Big Meech allegedly third-party cooperated with Tommy Collins to get CUFFY Gatlin 30 years. That video alone got over 500,000 views. Not to mention the other videos out there that broke down the Big Meech snitching allegation. So Big Meech not telling me he ain't never heard of the name CUFFY.
What Meech and Tammy did was called a third-party cooperation. What happened was,
this call is from a federal prison.
originally I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. That's why 50 when he came in, because we put a assistant deceased order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen. So 50 ran it through that, he run that other that he do. So what happened was, homie, was I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of LA named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork, Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, she clicked over and told the feds, the agents who was listening to her and Suarez, hold on, this is Cuff. And when they heard the name Cuff, they went, and that's when her and Meech turned the scheme toward me. You feel me? So what it did was, this is what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to give Meech a time cut for her cooperation in setting me up, but also it kills two birds with one stone. It puts me in jail, and now they don't have to split any of the revenue with me. My buddy and my partner along with me his name is Louis Burrell. That's MC Hammer's big brother.
That's who Tammy was coming out here to see.
That was me. Yeah, we put $50 million on the table through Lionsgate Films, through Louis Burrell's Connect in the movie industry up there. Now, what we did not know is why Tammy would turn down that deal with me and Louis Burrell getting 20% of that budget. You understand what I'm saying? For a finder's fee. So what ended up happening was we didn't know that they had other plans and that she was sleeping with the feds and that they would put me off in prison and run away with my script and don't have to give me anything. So it was supposed to give Meech a time cut and knock me out of my percentage, me and Louis Burrell out of our percentage for the finder's fee with Lionsgate's film. Well, Lionsgate, when Louis went, so they backdoored us. Lionsgate shot it down when Louis Burrell wasn't no longer a part of it. You feel me?
Right.
So Tammy's whole thing fell apart. Meech couldn't get a time cut because they found out Tammy has no credibility. Because when you can't have a relationship with a federal agent, now you have no credibility. So they thing blew up. They thing fell all the way apart and blew up. That's why Meech didn't get a time cut. But Tammy testified in open court that she signed up to be a DA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
When it comes to Tommy Collins, she has been at BMF premieres and had a hand into the creation of the BMF show. And when Big Meech fell out with 50 Cent, we all seen 50 Cent leak that phone call he had with Tommy Collins talking about Big Meech.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told.
Yeah,
and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is. For Big Meech to act like these snitching allegations ain't real or they don't exist is crazy to me. But one thing I know for sure, Wack 100 gonna turn up on this dude Big Meech. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section, and make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the video to 100 likes. Once we pass 100 likes, 500 likes. Once we pass 500 likes, 1,000 likes. Hit that hype. Roll to 40,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can be updated every time I drop. Could Reacts Reloaded. To the next one, another one. Gone.